Hi, 143 fam. Welcome to channel 143. I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. Each month, I give away 2 free readings to 2 winners. If you would like to be considered for a free reading, leave me a comment below your video. Let me know how you've connected with your video. Also, let me know that you have subscribed, and I will alert winners by April 30th. Now, let's jump into your April horoscopes. Hi, Aries. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to start with your general overview for the month of April. Then we're going to jump in to love. I'll have timestamps down below. Aries, I'm also going to do something special for you guys in this video. There were a few signs, you were one of them, that I was unable to release the mid-month of reading in March because my little kitty passed away. I needed to take a little time off to heal. But what I'm going to do for you guys in this video, I'm going to do 2 different love spreads, okay? We'll do our typical love spread, and then I'm going to follow that with a separate spread specific to your partner. What is your partner thinking? What are potential partners thinking? What are their intentions, okay? So it'll be a little bit of an extended love reading in this video. So let's jump into it. I'm going to start with your general overview for Aries. April 2019. Happy birthday, Aries. You guys definitely have that beautiful, blessed birthday energy around you. Are you feeling that? I'm feeling a lot of joy. Tapping into that Aries energy. Okay, Aries. I'm really feeling like there's a big emphasis around children for you guys. You're not the only sign that I've picked this up for, so there may be some crossover here. But I'm feeling that Aries are really, really daydreaming, manifesting, really trying to come full circle with having children and meeting a partner that you can potentially have children with in the future, okay? So there's definitely this more grounded, forward-thinking energy about family and manifesting a family, ultimately. I'm seeing a lot of joy here for you. I'm definitely seeing success for those of you who are trying to start a family now. There's definitely success around a few different signs in terms of successfully conceiving in the month of April. But for you guys, I don't see it quite as close. It's more about what does Aries want in a family? What kind of partner would be suitable? This is not your love reading, but well, love is still sitting at the core of your general reading anyway, okay? So we have let your past go, followed by love. Well, we'll look a little bit more into love in the next spread, but definitely for those of you getting out of relationships, it's time to cut those cords so that you can call in a new love, a higher level love. But what I'm feeling for those of you in terms of work, you had to cut ties with the company, a particular field, a vision you had around bringing a specific idea full circle. Something didn't work out. And it may have been really difficult for you to come to terms with, to find peace in. But this month, there is peace. If you want it, there is peace here. You may have to work for it. You really have to consciously cut cords and really exercise compassion and gratitude even for the difficult situations, but really consciously letting things go. If you do, you step into the flow, into a workflow of doing what you love. Okay, so you may interview at a new company. I'm definitely seeing some of you interviewing, getting a new job. It's not just about loving the work more, but it's about loving your environment more. I'm seeing you around better people, okay? You're exposed to better energy now, and it's much more in alignment with what you need, for your heart to be happy, your soul to be happy, okay? Cleanse and detox is following this love energy. So on both sides of Cupid at the center and this love energy, we have let your past go and cleanse and detox. This is the month to do it. It's a physical detox. It's an energetic detox. It's an emotional detox. But the big one is going to be energy. There's some lingering energies from the past, whether it be exes, whether it be old experiences in work. I'm hearing the word failure. And here's the thing, Aries. It wasn't a failure. You feel like something or someone failed. They either failed you or you feel like a project was a failure. It wasn't. You learned what you needed to learn from it. It was destined. It was meant to be. How things came full circle It was a blessing in disguise. It didn't work out, but it wasn't a failure, okay? That's going to help get you some peace this month. Hearing that, honoring that, go into the situation, and if you have to write it down, write it down. What did you learn? What kind of strength do you have now? What kind of clarity do you have now? Stepping into a new company, into a new relationship. What tools do you now have because of that old experience? It may have been a difficult one, but there were blessings there for you. So if you still have lingering attachments to people and situations, old experiences, you have to do some energy work this month to really cleanse and detox. A physical detox will also help that, okay? But you really are coming full circle, doing what you love, okay? Like, that's really, really past tense for you now. You're moving past difficult situations, and you really are moving forward to love and romantic love and work. This is a beautiful transition, and it's a blessed energy, especially in Aries season, okay? We have let your past go, clarified by be honest with yourself. Again, it's just that process of, if you're honest with yourself, what role did you play in something not working out, okay? What could you, if you had done something differently, right? Take a little responsibility for it too. I'm definitely feeling, even if it's small scale, I don't mean that with any kind of judgment, but it's going to help you to have a little ownership in as to why something didn't work out the way it didn't work out. For example, if it was love, maybe you were so focused on work, you were so focused on school that love wasn't a priority and someone drifted away. It doesn't mean that what you did was wrong. That's not what this message is. But just owning up to, okay, you know what? I was distracted, and so now I can exercise some compassion for my ex because I wasn't around enough. And maybe that was a difficult experience for them to have had with me. It's those kinds of conversations, that understanding, really being honest with yourself about your role in things. It's going to help you resolve this lingering energy. It's really important. But also being honest with yourself too. This message is for the majority. Being honest with yourself, even if you still have an attachment to something, you still wish something had worked out, you're having a really hard time letting it go, being honest with yourself that it's not of your highest good. That relationship, that job, it wasn't as good as you remember, okay? And we do that to ourselves sometimes. Things end and all of a sudden we sort of fantasize how amazing it was. Meanwhile, if you had to step back into it, you really wouldn't be happy, okay? So get your closure, physical and spiritual detoxing this month, but this is what results. We have Cupid that comes through at the perfect time. So it's the perfect time to launch something that you love doing. It's the perfect time to get out there and start interviewing again. It's also the perfect time to be open to love. Something that you love, someone that you love, comes full circle for you here in the month of April. Wow, cleanse and detox is being clarified by children. For some of you, it's letting go of the experiences you've had about failed pregnancies, okay? We're getting this word failure in children. For some of you, cleansing and detoxing, spiritually cleansing, getting some acupuncture done, a physical detox is going to help bring this full circle. There really is a big emphasis around children for you here. Letting go of the past, knowing that it was difficult, that a pregnancy didn't come, full circle for you. Maybe it wasn't of divine timing. It is now. Do you see this? Your child, if that's what you're aiming for, this pregnancy, conceiving, children, family, not only is it the perfect timing, but the experience, your child is surrounded by love. There's a better energy now. There's something destined now for Aries and children. For some of you, it's calling in the romantic partner that you can eventually have a family with. Let's get you, a crowning card here. Wow. But this is where you're at. You're in an abundance. You're in a period of time where there are an abundance of blessings. So many blessings. It's faded. The timing is faded. The love here is faded. Children is faded. The only thing that you really have to focus on to be able to step into the abundance, let me hold these up, the abundance of money, the abundance of love, the abundance of loving what you do and beautiful opportunities coming through to hold space for that. The blessings around family, the abundance of blessings around family. The only thing that you really have to do to make sure that you stay grounded in the shower of abundance, and so that you call all of these blessings all the way in. Yes, is this detox, but it's truly letting go of the past, appreciating the experiences, even the most difficult ones, for what they are, for what they were, and consciously moving forward with your life. Make sure you are consciously detaching. Archangel Michael can help you with energy cords and cleansing. You might want to consider an herbal cleanse, okay? But definitely cleanse. You have to let go of the past. Relationship sits at the bottom of the deck here. So for some of you, it's about letting go of an old love. And it's making it really difficult for you to move forward into new love, to have the option and opportunity to maybe start a family with somebody. So focus on that. Focus on that. This is what you want to get back in the flow of, okay? Aries, we're going to jump into love. Obviously, this is very love-focused already. So let's get a little bit more clarity. Aries in love. What does Aries have to let go of? This abundance of love coming through for Aries. April 2019. Aries, April 2019. Stay open to conversations with new partners. If you're in a committed relationship, be willing to go deep with your partner. Be willing to have conversations with a lot of depth, okay? Especially if you want children. It's the time to bring that up to your partner. Let them know that that's what you want. Make sure you guys are on the same page. See where they're at. They may not be ready, but by you having that energy out there, starting those conversations, you may kind of plant the seed for them to get ready sooner than you would have thought, okay? Heart-to-heart conversations, whether you are single or you are coupled, it's really important in terms of progressing love, in terms of higher level commitments. Trust is at the center of this. Well, for some of you, and this is smaller scale, there may be some trust issues around somebody working, around somebody being away quite a lot, and it's innocent, but address this. Part of the conversations you need to have will revolve around who is trustworthy in the relationship and reestablishing and staying grounded in that trust. For the majority of you, you do trust your partner, okay? You trust that this is all happening in divine timing. Finances and career, it definitely plays a role here, okay? You have this focus on family. They have this focus on children, but this still tends to dominate, okay? So you may have a little crossover with Pisces. Pisces and I just had this conversation to some extent. Make sure as you're pursuing goals, you don't abandon partners, okay? That's definitely something that was coming through even in the general spread. You know, owning your responsibility and why maybe someone is having a little bit of a trust issue. They're like, well, you don't come home and you work all the time and then I don't hear you all day. You might not realize that that's impacting your partner negatively. It's not about anybody doing anything wrong, but it's about acknowledging your role in it. Like, oh, well, I will spend more time with you at home. I will call, I will touch base more. I want you to know that I am trustworthy and let's work on that. You know, really taking that mature, evolved approach, because then you'll get resolution. Heart-to-heart conversations being clarified by forgiving and learning. There's some karmic stuff that's come up for, especially for those of you in committed relationships. Mercury retrograde probably resurfaced some old conversations and some old issues. Deal with them now. Talk about them now. Forgiving and learning in relation to heart-to-heart conversations. You may be having conversations with your current partner around issues from the past that still linger with you and another partner, having trust issues, someone who wasn't loyal. Maybe you had issues having children and you have a lot of fear around that, but it is something that you're open to, okay? And definitely feeling some losses here. Difficult pregnancies, obviously that doesn't apply to everybody watching this, but it comes through strong for you. As difficult as it is to have those conversations with the current partner, they need to hear that. You get some sort of, you have support here. You have support. Someone wants to help you move past that. You may also have a partner bringing that up. Maybe that's an experience that they had. And you need to show them some support so that you guys can move forward with this. But there's a huge emphasis, on children here. Okay. What I'm seeing here, center of your reading, we have trust clarified by let go of control issues. This feels like karmic energy from an old relationship. Now, for some of you, there are trust issues and maybe somebody is being controlling. If that's truly what's showing up in your relationship and you feel like it's toxic, if you feel like no matter how many times you guys talk about it, there's no resolve, you may choose to separate at this time, okay? But I really am feeling like the karmic issue that needs to be discussed is this lingering fear of someone who wasn't trustworthy, someone who was controlling in past relationships, and something's triggering that now in current relationships. Again, this could apply to those of you who've been together for a very long time. This also applies to you, and definitely applies to those of you who are in newer relationships. Something is resurfacing. If there was infidelity and you chose to stay in a relationship with somebody, the trust issues around that may be resurfacing. So this month is going to call for you to be very strong about this, not to be aggressive, but to be very assertive, be willing to have conversations of depth. You need them if you guys are going to move forward. This isn't going to be true for all of you in love. For those of you, love is intact, everything's good, then maybe listen to the general reading and then go watch your moon sign and your rising. This is not to provoke any kind of fear. If things feel good and they feel stable, trust that these messages are not for you, okay? I feel really strongly about that, but this is a dominant energy, so this is going to pertain to a good amount of you here. Okay, finances and career. So we have finances and career clarified by chemistry. If somebody had been unfaithful in the past, they had chemistry with somebody at work, maybe that's where somebody stepped out. Like small percentage, okay? But what I'm getting here is that you're loving what you do. The chemistry is fueled between you and your partner because it's attractive to see you work so hard and vice versa. You're loving what you do, and so you're bringing that passion back home into your current relationships, okay? The only thing is that you need a little bit of a better balance here. Also, when things get a little bit difficult on the home front and these karmic issues start to show up, make sure that you don't go and get distracted with work, okay? You're going to need to be home. You're going to want to work through this. Crowning your reading, though, is a higher level commitment. It's an engagement. So I am seeing, look, bottom of the deck, we have soulmate here too, okay? I am seeing things being resolved. I think a lot of the karmic issues that show up, it's not even between you guys, it's between you and an ex or your partner and their ex. It's somebody who wasn't trustworthy. There were some control issues, and now some of that is being brought up in your current relationship. Let that go, but don't bury it. Have conversations. If you have fears, let your partner know that. Not in a reactive manner. Really sit down and maybe grab a glass of wine together and be like, hey, let's sit in and get to know each other more. Let's talk about these things. It's just so important for you. Single, coupled, I promise you if you're single, there's somebody new that's trying to show up here, but you're going to see some of these elements come through. Now, what you can do if you're single before you call a new love is to work through these issues. This has a lot to do with the previous message, letting your past go. You have to let go of this. You will have a healthier connection in love. You will call in a higher level love if you let that go, if you heal that. So focus on healing this month. Single or coupled, it's going to come up and it's going to be necessary, okay? But what I want to take a look at now, Aries, where's your partner at? What's your partner thinking? What are their intentions? Current partners, potential partners for Aries. What are they thinking? What are their intentions with Aries at this time? Okay. Look, those issues, first card out the deck. So it's showing up for you. They're acknowledging them. But look, this is where the positive turnaround comes in. They want a higher level commitment with you. What your partner is asking you to do now is to work through this with them, to truly let go of your past because this is what they want. They want to move forward. Your partner wants to show you a bigger and better love, okay? Somebody wants commitment with you. It does require you to work through the past, but for some of you, you're able to do this together, okay? Okay, we have romantic feelings. These are beautiful messages. Someone has feelings for you. Their feelings are legitimate. We have this forgiving and learning, okay? Being clarified by soulmate. They want to work through all of this with you because they recognize that you're a soulmate. That's why they want this high level commitment with you. They have really intact love, really intact feelings. This might come in really quick. You may not even be ready for a high level commitment yet, but your partner is feeling that, and it's real and it's strong. They are worth letting the past go for. This is a beautiful love, but this soulmate energy is not little soulmate energy. Okay, this isn't fleeting energy. This really is someone who's seeing you as a potential long-term partner, but they do recognize you are working through something. Now, for some of you, you may find that they need to let the past go, okay? Help them work through that as well. Help them. Have patience. Communicate with them that your feelings are intact. I want to show you this. It's just so beautiful. Center of your reading, engagement. Clarify by it is safe for you to love. This is why you work through those issues. This isn't somebody that you want to give up on, even if you're in this brand new relationship with them, okay? It's going to feel too heavy, but it's important for you to have these conversations anyway. There's some sort of karmic resolution for you here by either helping somebody else work through this or allowing somebody else to come in and help you work through this. Romantic feelings clarified by passion. This is how they see you. Do you get it? So you have a real shot at beautiful love here if you're single. This person is showing up, has already showed up. If you are in a committed relationship already, you're still safe. This commitment is still safe. They are still solid and committed to you. They want to work through things. They still love you. The romance is still there. The passion is still there. So there isn't anything that you really have to worry about, okay? Make the effort to put in whatever work you have to put in. That almost popped, but... Ooh, okay. Crowning your reading is this. All right. Love yourself first. Self-love, okay, really has to be at the core of this entire process. We know that self-love has to be intact to call in really healthy love and to maintain healthy love. But also crowning your reading is children. Some of you are talking about children. There's still some fears there, some experiences that were really difficult in the past. Talk to your partner about it. They see the self-love in you. They have the self-love internally as well, so that they are capable of this higher level love, this higher level beautiful soulmate commitment, okay, and experience with you. You guys are talking about children. A new partner is seeing you as someone they could have children with. This isn't a little bit of energy, okay? This is really somebody thinking long term with you. If you're single, it's new love at the bottom of the deck. If you're coupled, it's a new chapter. Okay? They see this with you. They want this with you. Work on it. Work through this. Work through this the best you can. Be vulnerable. Be honest. Don't be too reactive, okay? But get through this together. I just love this message for you. But ultimately, it is safe for you to love this person. It is safe for them to love you. Aries, thank you for being here. Happy birthday. I know some of these are tough messages, but trust me, there's more positivity here than anything, okay? You can definitely handle this. You are surrounded by love. Enjoy the rest of your birthday season. I will be back April 15th for your mid-month love reading. In the meantime, if you would like a private reading with me, individual healing sessions with me, reach out. My contact information is below. My website is below in the description box. I'm sending you so much love, light, and gratitude. I'll see you guys back here soon. Ciao.